Welcome to another episode of 7-Minute Marketing with Pam. My name is Pam Didner, and I love sharing a dose of B2B, digital, content marketing, and sales enablement 7 minutes at a time. My son Joey was a high school leadership camp counselor this summer. He managed about 30 high schoolers during the 2 10-day overnight camp sessions. So it was about 15 kids per session. He came home when these 2 sessions were over, and I picked him up from the airport, and it was very good to see him. He looked physically and mentally exhausted, but in good spirits. So on the way home, he was talking to me about the camp, and I asked him what is his biggest takeaway from being a counselor. So I sound like a podcast interviewer. He described his takeaway in 2 words: parenting and depression. Depression? Was he depressed? No, he explained it to me. He said that he learned a lot about parenting. Way to go, Joey. Well, he was a quasi-parent for these high schoolers for 20-some days. Since this was a leadership conference, they did personality or team building exercises to help them discover who they are and what their strengths and weaknesses are. Through these exercises, kids need to start look inward and confront some of the emotional issues they possess but have ignored for years. When some of the emotions started surfacing, some kids broke down and didn't know how to deal with it. And he said most kids are from well-to-do families, but there are issues at home with their parents, with schools, or even with their own gender identities. As mature as Joey is, he's only a college freshman. He's not trained to deal with some of the questions that these kids were asking him. But he listened intensely. He was very careful not to tell them what they should do. He doesn't think that it's his job to tell them what to do, but he tried to ask questions to help them assess the situation, then guide them to identify some actions they can take on their own. It's funny that he told me how much he learned about parenting during the 20-some days, and he concluded that parenting is hard. No kidding, Joey. I could have told you that. He said since he was responsible for all these kids and their safety, he was constantly on high alert. Even if he was sleeping, he would wake up in the middle of the night cold sweat. And then the first thing that popped into his mind was, where are my kids? I laughed so hard when you said that. Welcome to the parenthood, Joey. The second thing he mentioned to me is alarming. He said that depression among teens is real and rampant. Most of these kids have so much, but they are deeply unhappy. They obviously have emotional baggage that they carry with them. At the same time, I wonder if peer pressure and social comparison also play a role. So when I look at my friends' Facebook posts, everything is perfect. The family reunion, fun vacation, beautiful meals, and more. And on social media, which these kids know intimately, babies are always smiling. The holiday family get-together was always pleasant and friendly with no drama. But deep down, we all know that's not true. I'm wondering if these kids growing up with smartphones and the picture-perfect selfies fully understand that picture or videos don't tell the whole story. Perfect pictures don't mean perfect lives. Life is full of setbacks and failures. Behind the scenes, we all have to deal with our own ups and downs. The social comparison or the urge to post pictures to show how happy they are may be dragging them down. I don't have an answer for rampant depression. Since the causes for depression are different from individual to individual, the remedies will vary from case to case. However, this issue makes me think about data and marketing. The greatest benefit of digital marketing is that we can optimize our marketing efforts using data. But to what end? I'm using myself as an example now. I look at my Google Analytics on a regular basis, and I'm never happy with my site traffic. Nothing I did was good enough. There's always something I need to do to improve on my website and the outbound marketing efforts. Often, I will also fall into depression. When that happens, I tend to sit back and give myself a pep talk. Pam, look at how far you have come in the past 4 years. Web traffic is not a result. It's all part of journey. Just keep doing what you are doing, Pam. As a marketer, we are always trying new ideas and technologies. Sometimes it works beautifully. Sometimes it creates a massive setback. And I don't know about you, when that happens, it depresses the heck out of me. It's so much more personal when you work for yourself. You spend your hard-earned money and it just doesn't work. It's frustrating and depressing. It's especially true on the promotional front, let me tell you that. However, I'm very lucky that I have help. I can turn to my family and mentors to vent. I can also turn to my yoga practice. Overall, I can change my perspectives and count my blessings. Joey was grateful for the experience. However, he was not sure if he wants to do it again next summer because of emotional toll. I asked him if he was depressed. He said, "No, Mom. If I'm ever depressed, I can talk to you and Dad. I will ask for help." So that's the best thing Joey has ever said to me, in addition that he loves me. He knows he can come to me when he has issues, and I'm glad that he understands that he's not alone and he can ask for help. As marketers, we can ask for help too. So welcome back, Joey. Again, send me your marketing questions or thoughts via Twitter at Pam Didner. Be well. Until next time.